Uh, Good afternoon. Please can I welcome everyone to this meeting of Cabinet Member for Place in the Local Plan Decision Day. It's taking place in the Walton Suite, Winchester Guildhall. Time is 3 o'clock. My name is Councillor Jackie Porter. I'm the Chairperson and Cabinet Member for Place and Local Plan. This meeting is being live streamed and recorded to the Council's YouTube channel. Subtitles are available and advice on how to turn this on is set out on our website. In the unlikely event that it's necessary to evacuate the building, the fire alarm will sound. Please follow all instructions given to you by our team. Of course, if you're listening to this at home, this will be completely unnecessary for your own situation. But turning to the agenda today, it's very specifically about the revised bird aware strategy. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. This decision is to make a decision that the Bird Aware Partnership's revised strategy and supporting financial model be noted and endorsed. That authority to be given to the Strategic Director to approve updates to Appendix B, financial model of the revised strategy, as required by the emerging guidance, case law and local circumstances. And that authority be given to the Strategic Director to approve updates to the financial model as required by the operational need and market influences. This work's been done by Zoe Goldsmith, who's our contact officer for this particular paper. I'd just like, before I pass over to Zoe, just to mention 4 things really. One, it's another case of excellent partnership working between ourselves and other authorities, particularly within the push area. It's important that we do work together on matters that affect us all, and it's really good to see an update to this partnership aware strategy. The second one is that this is really tied up with acknowledging our planning for more homes in this area. The number is set to rise significantly over the next 10 years and on from there. And so this strategy extends the time that the bird strategy will continue, and the impact of the people that live around there that will then want to enjoy those areas, and the impact that they will have on biodiversity and nature in that area. The third thing is really our acknowledgement of the importance of the nature around the waterside and how we want to preserve it and protect it. And the final thing really is that the actual bird aware strategy has been going for a long time. It has won awards. It has been a matter of excellence that we are part of it, and it's going to continue and be extended for even longer. So I'm going to pass over now to Zoe Goldsmith, who's actually been leading on this work. Thank you, Zoe.
Thank you, Chair. Yeah, so I'm Zoe Goldsmith, Principal Ecologist in our Natural Environment team, and to my left is Rick Smith, who's a Service Lead for Sustainability and Natural Environment. I wanted to start by just giving you a quick background to the paper. So the Solent Recreation Mitigation Partnership Strategy, which is now known as the Bird Aware Strategy, has been working effectively in the Winchester District and other relevant LPAs since 2018. It provides a mechanism for housing developers within 5.6 kilometres of the Solent SPAs to mitigate impacts on the Solent coastline. So homes within this area leads to more recreational visits to the coast, which potentially can cause impacts and particularly bird disturbance. And birds are obviously crucially one of the reasons these SPAs are designated. So the strategy means that developers are able to mitigate for these recreational impacts, and the council is able to meet its obligations under the habitat regulations to continue to grant planning permission for residential developments in the southern part of the Winchester district. So this paper outlines the steps undertaken to review the work and finances of the bird aware strategy as it is existing, and that independent review was very positive, but it did issue some warnings which have been addressed by the revisions. So the key kind of revisions to the strategy include extending the duration from 2034 to 2050, providing mitigation for around 5,700 dwellings per year, which previously had been closer to sort of 2,500 per year. So this is crucial for aligning with our Reg 19 local plan, which spans from 2020 to 2040. The other key revision is the inclusion of breeding birds. So previously the focus was on wintering birds for those protected by the SPA during the winter months. So this is when birds are crucially foraging or resting up in between migratory periods. But now the strategy recognises that some of these SPAs are also important for breeding birds, so birds that are raising young during the summer months, and that they also are vulnerable to recreational impacts. So I also just wanted to give a quick overview of the financial implications of the revised strategy. It's an update to the existing strategy whereby contributions are collected from developers and passed over to the partnership. So there's no net financial impact. The existing payment structure will not be amended, and the prices will not alter outside of the existing annual inflationary rise. These costs have also been taken into account by the local plan viability report in support of the Reg 19 submission. So dwellings proposed within the area only covered by wintering birds will actually be able to pay a modestly reduced contribution under the revised strategy, and this just reflects the that they don't need to contribute to mitigation measures for breeding birds. So I'd just like to point you to Table 1, which sort of shows that future charging structure, and also the map in Appendix C, which shows the different charging areas in the Winchester district specifically. So if you look at that map in Appendix C, you can see that around about a third of the area covered by the strategy will have that reduced winter-only charging area, and that's just shown in orange on that map. While the rest in blue will cover both winter and breeding birds. So that slightly higher fee, or the existing fee, I should say. So just to summarise, yeah, the revised bird aware strategy was approved by the Partnership for South Hampshire, as mentioned by the Chair, in September. And so it's been through member and officer scrutiny as part of this process already. And with this paper today, we're seeking internal approval for that same revised strategy. It should be noted that if the partnership does not adopt the proposed changes, this could potentially lead to some negative outcomes. For example, developers needing to provide their own mitigation for breeding birds, and the strategy not aligning with the time period of the Reg 19 local plan, and potentially not being fit for purpose with the amount of housing coming forward in the future. So therefore, we recommend that the Council endorses this revised strategy and financial model. Thank you.
Thank you. I noticed in the paper there's a considerable increased number of wardens expected as part of this work. Do you want to just elaborate on why we need more?
Yes, thank you, Chair. Yeah, wardening is a crucial part of the strategy, so it's that engagement with members of the public and really putting across the importance of why they're there, and you know, putting dogs on the lead, things like that. The reason that more wardens are needed, or more warden hours are needed, is because we're covering that summer period as well, and it was one of the key recommendations that came out of the review that, you know, increased warden coverage would be really beneficial.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry. Does anybody else have any other comments they'd like to make? No? I'm very, very pleased to be signing off this decision. It's really important. It actually looks after those birds. I think you only have to be in that area and you can see the wildlife that's there and how important it is to protect it, and actually, unfortunately, to protect it from the public so that they do well, they thrive, but also it does give us the practical way of addressing that particular need within our local plan. So it's really good to see. Thank you very much indeed. So I approve the decision. I think I should just go. I could see her doing it there.